Today, tourism, thanks to the phenomenon of globalization, is a growing sector that spurs people to start traveling. With the technological development, new means of transport have been invented. They surely facilitated the travels from a place to another, but at the same time, they have spread the phenomenon of the sedentary lifestyle. Linked to the theme of tourism, there is those of sport. In fact, since ancient times, people took part in sporting activities such as archery, running, and games with a ball. Initially, people considered these activities like a hobby, while later they became real sports. In fact, since ancient Greece, the first Olympic Games have been established, attracting many spectators. In this way, the phenomenon that today we call with expression sports tourism has developed. This phenomenon consists in moving from a place to another in order to be present or to participate at a specific event. Obviously, the choice of a destination depends on the reason of traveling, participation for a race, business, etc. In addition to this circumstance, there is another one regarding the fact that many times, when someone travels, take the opportunity to visit the country in which the event is underway. Firstly, thanks to this situation, there is an advantage for the nation in question, given that the territory, seat of the event, has been promoted as a tourist destination. Secondly, there is a contact with other cultures and traditions, and therefore there is the so-called cultural exchange. Organizing a sports event, such as the Six Nations Championship, means planning and organizing the human, technical, financial and economic resources, lead the project, and control the timing and the costs. One of the fundamental elements that cannot be lacking is surely the theme of uncertainty. In fact, when the result of a football match or of a car racing is in doubt until the end of the competition, there is the feeling of suspense that, however, it must be accompanied even by the presence of spectacularity, interpreted as an action of refined technique, of high risk and difficulty. However, it is easy to organize an event, but at the same time, it could lead to some problems, as has happened, for example, during the last 2018 FIFA World Cup qualification. In fact, the elimination of the Italy national football team could have consequences on the sponsors that could decide to end their sponsorship with Italy and on TV rights. Obviously, when a famous city holds a FIFA World Cup or another event, there is a flow of tourism, and therefore the territory in question becomes a new tourist destination for all those who came there. The phenomenon of sport tourism brings benefits not only to the city or to the nation that organized an event. In fact, there is also the theme of health, nowadays a very important argument. In fact, for example, among the planned events in Rome, there is, in the Circus Maximus, the race for the Cura Marathon that happens on the 17th, 18th, 19th and 20th of May 2018. 4 days of health, sport and wellness in the fight against breast cancer. Moreover, always in Rome, it has been organized an event by Special Olympics called Change the Game, during which I have participated actively. In fact, with the technological development, people prefer to take a means of transport even if the distance is short. This circumstance leads to the phenomenon of the sedentary lifestyle, a very common problem especially among young people. In fact, they are the most affected, because in the Italian schools, physical education is less practiced compared to the other countries, and I highlight it. This situation is completely different from those of the United States. In that country, physical education is very important because students practice very often any kind of sport. In Italy, on the contrary, it is not important and it is not promoted. However, there is another difference between the US and Italy. In fact, if an Italian student wants to do some physical activity, he will not receive credits, while in the United States there is this possibility. In effect, in the American universities there are many physical activities and students create real teams. Through sport, above all athletics and football, they receive scholarships and credits. It is not a coincidence that during the Olympic Games the United States won numerous medals. But if we consider Europe, we are better. Unfortunately, in Italy, this situation does not exist. However, in Rome and province, there is an underway ambitious project that regards the access and the availability of the infrastructures by the schools and students, thanks to the support of the Italian National Olympic Committee. In this way, with this project, you want to promote physical activity inside the schools. I indicate the interview visible in my blog called Alla scoperta di Oriolo Romano, done with the city of Rome and with the Department of Sport and Youth Policy of the same city. With this thesis, I wanted to show how sport, a sector that is not considered too much, actually is important both for tourism in terms of economic growth and promotion of a specific place, and for the schools, regarding the importance of health and values even during simple matches among friends.